Hello, everyone. Welcome to BayernNow, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. So, of course, this is a more serious live stream. As you know, our annual meeting is coming up. We will be voting for president, and in 2023, we will be considering our relationship with Qatar Airways, who is one of our main sponsors on our sleeve. So, let me just get to it, right? So, there's a lot of people that clearly don't want Qatar Airways. And I would say I understand where they're coming from. Qatar is the same country hosting the World Cup with lots of issues. Thousands of people literally died to build those stadiums, and there's a lot of human rights abuses. And yeah, it's true. For me, I think I would agree with people if the same energy was universal. So I'm just gonna make this very, very specific, so I don't say something that I don't mean. There's people that say Qatar's terrible, it's evil, let's not do business with them. And those same people don't really know what's going on in China. And we do business with Chinese firms and we have an office in China. So should Bayern remove our office in China? I mean, I'm sure you know what China is doing to people that are Muslim or Christian, gathering them to concentration camps and re-educating them. That's a human right abuse. So I never hear anyone scream and shout about China, but I do hear a lot of people talk about Qatar. Now, I agree that we shouldn't be associated with Qatar Airways. I understand why someone would say we shouldn't, but at the same time, as much as I agree, what would Bayern removing and cutting ties with Qatar Airways do for anyone? I mean, Bayern Munich is a club that's worth maybe 3 to 5 billion, probably less than 5 billion, but you know what I mean. If someone were to buy Bayern and 50 plus 1 didn't exist and they bought all 100% of our shares, $3 billion. Now, how much money moves around Germany just on a daily basis? Or how much money moves on a yearly basis? I mean, Bayern Munich turned over 650 million in revenue this season, this calendar business year. So think about that. 650 million. How much money moves in Germany on a daily basis? Billions and billions and billions of euros. So what would Bayern cutting Qatar Airways do to the general economy? What would that do? Nothing. Qatar Airways will still exist because they're a good, airline company. I mean, I'm sure there's a reason why they're so successful. Not just because they're, basically owned by the state of Qatar, and that's different from, Delta Airlines or American Airlines or Lufthansa Airlines. I don't even know if that's an airline in Germany. I just made up a word. All right. I'm sure they have all the successes and everything, but Bayern cutting them out won't do anything. And if we can make a lot of money from this deal, let's make the money, man. Let's make the money. And I understand people want to feel like they're making a difference, but let's be honest here. You're not the one buying airline tickets to Qatar, so it ain't my problem. We're not buying airline. We're not that rich, guys. So, yeah, I think ultimately I understand why people don't want this relationship to continue. But I'm also really annoyed with the hypocrisy because we have a business in China, an office, and we do business there. We have companies that we probably associate ourselves with. So why are we doing them? If you have a Disney account with ESPN, and Disney owns ESPN, if you didn't know and you've been living under a rock, welcome back, Patrick Star from SpongeBob. So if you have a subscription to ESPN, you're telling me I got to remove that because Disney does business with China, and China is known for all their human rights abuses, right? So, I got to keep the same energy, right? So I can't be, subscribing to ESPN Plus so I can watch the Bundesliga and La Liga, and then at the same time say we should cancel Qatar because they have human rights issues, and then I have a subscription to ESPN. I'm just a hypocrite. So I'm going to come on here and say canceling Qatar does nothing for us. It doesn't do anything against Qatar as a country. They just give their money to someone else. Barcelona is probably just twerking, sucking someone's pee-pee, some sheikh's pee, letting them poop on their face. I don't know what's going on. All right. And basically, they're going to try to get the money. So let's be real here, man. It doesn't really make a difference. And I don't want to make people feel hopeless. Oh, we can't make a change in the world. But bro, what we do doesn't really matter that much in the grand scheme of things. Bayern is one club. Qatar has a bunch of clubs they sponsor, right? I'm sure. And from a Bayern perspective, if you're a board member and your responsibility is to look at the club and the success of the club, you want to be with the strongest partners. And let's be honest, Qatar Airways has been good to us. They've been paying us the money. We haven't had issues with them. What are we going to do? What are you supposed to do then? I guess, yes, the argument would be that, by wearing that sleeve, you represent everything that country represents. Okay, fair enough, right? You represent everything that happens with Qatar Airways and the associations thereof. Okay, let's take that for a matter of fact. So what about Adidas? Has Adidas never done anything bad? I'm sure there's some factory somewhere making somebody's shoes, and those kids ain't getting paid. They're not getting paid. So, are we supposed to hate Adidas now? What about Audi? Every car part from Audi doesn't just come out of Germany or, a civilized society. Some of those parts come out of China. Who's making them parts? So, we got to cut ties with everyone now because one way or the other, there's some human rights being abused. The truth is, because humans exist and we're terrible people, we're going to do terrible things to other humans. It's just a fact. So let's see what happens, man. But that's my honest opinion. A question for you. Do you think you'll be good friends with Oliver Kahn? He's the CEO. I actually really like Oliver Kahn. I think he has shown that he's a man on a mission. He doesn't just want to be Bayern board member. He wants to make history. So, yeah, man. Lufthansa. Oh, my gosh. That's actually an airline. How long are you going to be on for? Well, we've been on for 7 minutes. I'll give some general updates to Bayern, but those are my thoughts, man. You asked a good question, but they brought in some revenues for Bayern, That's why it's tricky. You're right. Should the club say, we made money and they have a great relationship with us, let's cancel them. Let's remove them from our... There's a lot of sponsors out there for Bayern, and I'm sure the club is weighing those sponsorship opportunities, but I'm guessing Qatar Airways is the most lucrative deal they can get. And they're just trying their best to keep this club up. Okay, if that's the case, right, the people saying Qatar human rights abuses, we should remove them. What if the world did that to Bayern because we had a certain logo at one point in the 40s when Mustache Man wanted to invade all of Europe and the world and spread his evil ideas? So what if UEFA said Bayern can never be part of our competition because of the history they have and, them using that logo? And they don't even care about the fact that our president was a Jewish guy back then. So what if that was the case? What if every club said German clubs can never, ever, ever play in the Champions League? Germany as a country is banned from the World Cup. Like, what if we just did that and isolated Bayern? And what if the world just did that? It'd be a pretty terrible world if Bayern weren't allowed to play in the Champions League. And I'm not saying, you should punish Bayern for the crimes of, a terrible person. But we were associated, if you look at our logos. So yeah, I mean, you got to have the conversation, but you got to take your activist want to change the world. Everything needs to be like this brain, and just apply things critically. Everyone's complaining about the World Cup being in Qatar. It's like, fair enough, man, but it's going to be in the U.S. And look, as much as I love America, we kind of ruined the Middle East, So should we cancel the World Cup here too? Every country has evils and things they have done that are genuinely terrible. For some reason, Qatar it's the worst. And it's like, all right, China, you could, put as many people as you want in these re-education camps. Do whatever you want, Xi Jinping. But Qatar, God, you can't do this. I don't know. I don't get it. It's a very odd thing going on with people's minds. I get it. We want change. But let's be honest, humans are terrible. They do terrible things. And the World Cup, I don't want it in Qatar. But if I was, the reason I don't want it in Qatar is because it's going to be in November. Not because I try to leave politics out of sports. That's my opinion. Like, you can kneel wherever you kneel to God, kneel, BLM, all that. But let me just watch football. I don't need to hear about no to this, no to. Let's just play games. Let's have fun. Let's not think about. That's the point of sports and entertainment. You're supposed to not care about the other things. Got me thinking about equalities and rights, and I don't want to care about that. I'm trying to watch the Champions League. So, yeah, I think honestly, I only complain about the World Cup in Qatar, not because of the things surrounding it and the politics. I understand that. In fact, I don't agree with the politics and the things going on. I don't think it should have been there. But if I'm going to say that, I should also say it shouldn't be in the U.S. Boom. We should just have a World Cup in Switzerland. We should just have sponsors from Switzerland because they're in the middle, right? Just in the middle, neutral, baby. No sides. Man, why can't every country just be like Switzerland? No sides, no evil. We're in the middle. Just sitting on that fence, man. No one can sit on the fence better than Switzerland. Mohammed Umar became a YouTube member. Well, this is your second month. So my boy renewed the membership. Also, we have a new member. I think it's Mark in AZ. So Mark in Arizona, thanks for becoming a member. The German government is sourcing energy from Qatar instead of Russia. See, look at that, Extending with them is no-brainer. People like to pick and choose their battles. That's what I'm saying. If you've got an opinion, keep it consistent. I can't say, let's not have the World Cup in Qatar, and we got to remove our membership with Qatar, and then we have an office in China. Like we're not going to win this battle, right? Let's leave the politics of the politicians and let's play football. There we go. If we don't play CL, then who's going to whip Barca? You're right. Exactly. So that's my point. My point is you can't try to change the world by making Bayern conform to your thoughts about the world and the things going on. Bayern Munich is a business as well as a club that represents us. And, look, we can always try to assume that Bayern's business aspects don't have to be completely aligned with our traditional beliefs as a fan base. As fans, we love certain things in the culture of this club, but we don't have to love every business deal because we just got to realize that the business side of it is what keeps the club where we are. This is why we're so successful. Look at Schalke. They tried to do the whole, focus on just the culture and neglect the business side of it. And look where they are. They went from being on top of the world to being in the second division. And now they're in the first division getting destroyed by anyone and their grandpa. I bet you my grandmother, who's dead, both of them, can come out of that grave and beat Schalke right now because they suck. So maybe we should just separate the two. I get it. We don't want our club associated with certain things, but if that's the case, then we would never have any sponsors because everyone got a damn skeleton in their closet. So yeah, that's my opinion on Qatar and the deal. I'm saying this because I'm trying to visit one of these Middle Eastern countries, man. The Dubai's and that's not a country. Dubai's in Saudi Arabia, right? God, if I look like an idiot and I just said that, is Dubai in, crap. Is Dubai in Qatar or Saudi Arabia? No, man. I just had a moment. Damn it. Crap. Is Dubai in Qatar or Saudi Arabia? Damn it, man. I'm gonna cry. I'm an idiot. Oh, Gerd, have it in Belgium. Yeah, look, Belgium, middle of the road, but I'm sure you can find some about Belgium. They invaded, colonized someone. They did something. Just look at history. Dubai is in UAE. It's not even. Oh my gosh! Here I am confidently saying it's between those two, and it's not even where I thought. So it's in the UAE. That's the United Arab Emirates. Of course, I know what the UAE is. Dang, I gotta go to Dubai, man. I see these skylines. Bro, everything in Dubai looks great, man. Dude, even the sun looks better in Dubai. Bro, bro, look at the buildings, man. I hope the whole city looks like that. Man, Dubai just looks crazy good. I'm going to visit Dubai one time, man. Well, look, that's the world for you. But by the way, guys, there's some other Bayern news. These lights are beaming down my eyeballs, dude. My big, beautiful eyeballs, man, just getting beamed down. I do want to tell you some Bayern news. I read this and I thought it was funny. Real Madrid are watching Alphonso Davies closely, says Jose Felix Diaz, some guy that covers Real Madrid, I guess. I do, too. I watch Alphonso Davies closely. Look, if Real Madrid think Bayern would be stupid enough to ever let Musiala or Davies leave, you're out of your damn mind. We are not selling Alphonso Davies, dude. Come on, don't be stupid. See, look. I mean, Davies will never. Honestly, I think Davies will leave Bayern, but he won't leave Bayern in the next 6 years. I can't see it. The kid just loves this club. I mean, he's giving KSI Bayern shirts. He's just, look. I think he said his dad is a Chelsea fan, and I guess he would be a Chelsea fan too. He was a Messi fan, But see, here's the thing: like Bayern, how do you upgrade from Bayern, right? How do you upgrade from Real Madrid or Barcelona? Even though Barca suck right now, but you can't really upgrade when you move from Bayern to Barca. You're not upgrading. You're just kind of switching teams for a few seasons, right? Alaba moved from Real Madrid. It's not like he was moving to a club that had never won the Champions League and he was going to help them. Real Madrid have a bunch of UCLs. He went in, won a Champions League, boom, did his job. See, you can't upgrade between these three clubs because historically they have been on top of the world in different decades. So honestly, Real Madrid, Florentino Perez isn't stupid. He knows he can get a player like Alaba who needs a new challenge. Can't get Davies. The kid's 21, I think. He's still a Bayern, he still loves his club. We're going to be giving Davies $20 million a season in two seasons. Davies knows that. He knows he's the main guy. He's going to be the main guy soon. This kid is crazy. I actually read a tweet today. Someone said on Twitter they would sell Davies over selling Musiala. And I was like, man, what do you mean by that? I wouldn't sell either of them, but it kind of made sense because there aren't that many Alphonso Davies characters in the world. The kid is genuinely crazy good. Every big game, he just dominates. So, yeah, I think, Real Madrid watching Davies it doesn't really concern me. Yeah, my biggest concern is Real Madrid constantly signing every Brazilian. They should go to Brazil and look for a left back. Davies ain't for sale. And even if he was, we wouldn't sell him to one of our biggest European rivals. We try to get him to Chelsea or Man United, one of these clubs that will mismanage his career. We don't. Yeah, I mean, we have made a mistake. We made a few mistakes in the past, 15 years. Toni Kroos going to Real Madrid. We even made a mistake letting Alaba leave for free. We made no money from that deal. Now we're extending players' contracts 2 years beforehand. And guess what, man? If Davies wants to leave, Bayern will tell him, "Hey, we're giving you double your salary. Where are you leaving to?" So I don't think Davies is leaving anytime soon. We're not a development club. We turned out $100 million in 2014, which then would have been a world record for freaking Mullah to Man United. That's confirmed. It was $100 million. We could have said, "Oh, give us 150, we'll take it." United would have probably done it because they're stupid. But we turned it down because we realized Mullah, his image is associated to Bayern. And Mullah created a great career out of it. And Bayern had a great player from it. So we are capable of we don't need money. That's the thing. We made profit. The only club in the top 5 leagues, most likely, to turn over profit when a pandemic happened. Like, we literally had COVID rampaging throughout every country, yet Bayern Munich made money. Bayern Munich are competent when it comes to money. And then, of course, we have our L's with signing Bonasar and, terminate his contract, lose the money. I don't mind. But we actually made a profit. If you're an investor, you would want to invest in Bayern because your money ain't going to, the toilet, which is why I think if 50+1 was changed and Bayern was allowed to have foreign investors, we would have 50 gazillion people trying to buy Bayern. Like, legit, man. So to some extent, I'm happy we still have 50+1. I think it should be a choice the clubs make. It shouldn't be forced down on everyone. I think if Bayern want to remain a 50+1 club, we remain a 50+1 club. But if Dortmund say, "Hey, we think we need a foreign investor," then that can be their thing. That can be their prerogative. If Hertha Berlin wants some injections from the Saudis, to each of their own, I suppose. So yeah, we could do some things. Bayern scouted him when no other European club would have. Exactly. So Davies understands what he has with Bayern. You look like a strict professor waving that stick. Yeah, so I don't know, man. I just this stick, I just found it in my house, and I just wave it everywhere. How dare you? Bam. Hold on. All right. To be honest, I prefer Theo and Hakimi to be back at right. Real Madrid. Oh crap! I forgot Theo Hernandez played for Real Madrid. It's funny how his brother played for Atletico and he played for Real Madrid. That's kind of funny. Real Madrid. Mendy's okay. I think he's just injury prone, if I'm not mistaken. Or I don't know why Alaba's starting every game. Alaba, honestly, Alaba's a better center back than he is a left back. I think his traits at this age make more sense to be a center back. I think the modern left back needs to be way faster than he is. I'm not saying Alaba's slow. He's, he can keep up with a lot of players, but he's just not. He's not that fast. When Davies is a left back, it's a different thing. And so look, Real Madrid can piss off. We're not selling Davies. That's the moral of the story. Bayern bosses are desperate to avoid chaos during tomorrow's AGM. It's tomorrow, and are better prepared this time, having answered questions about Qatar in detail. However, as the club doesn't seem ready to end the partnership next year, the topic could get uncomfortable again. So I don't think the relationship is going to end. I actually think Qatar will give Bayern a few more dollars to stay, and Bayern will correctly say yes. And if you wonder why I'm saying correctly, remain with Qatar, you'll need to watch the video again for the first 10 minutes because I try to give my perspective on the issue. Now, I could be wrong. I'm not, a genius. Nah, I am. I know everything, of course. Duh. Stupid. All right, anyways, I could be incorrect about certain things. I have a perspective that's an opinion, so I'm when I give an opinion, I'm taking a risk that someone will disagree, and that's fine because that's the world we live in. People will disagree with you. What am I supposed to do? Want every person on earth to agree with me? In fact, I prefer people to disagree with me because it means, I don't just have people watching me and agreeing with every opinion I give because that's just stupid. I wouldn't want to be part of that audience. If I had to take George's word for it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Arjan Ibrahimovic doesn't see a perspective at Bayern. And there's talk of him wanting to leave. As of now, there are no concrete talks with other clubs. He wants first-team perspective, whether at Bayern or elsewhere. Salzburg were interested in Ibrahimovic, but Bayern blocked the move as they consider him a top talent. The player is frustrated and unhappy with the level and the results of the U19s in the youth league, despite him delivering good performances. What the heck? Arjan is 16. I was about to say, well, bro, he's almost 17. He has 7 goals in the under-19s Bundesliga and 2 goals in the UEFA Youth League, so the UEFA Champions League for kids. And Arjan is our German, striker. To be fair, I think he's more of just a forward. Now, I wouldn't call him like an all-out number 9. He kind of plays off the pockets and plays across the front lines. He's not a striker, in my opinion. But damn, really? He wants to leave? This is from Carrie Who. So, it's a German reporter for Sport 1. I mean, this happens all the time. There's always a youngster that wants more time. He's 16, though. Come on, have more patience than that. Even Matisse Tau is 17 and way older than you. Come on, man. Relax. But, I can understand if he's performing and, 2 goals, 2 assists in the youth league, in the UEFA Youth League. That's a lot. Maybe he wants to start, getting some opportunities to play. I'd love to see him, given an opportunity maybe to train with the first team. But it's good to see he has ambition. I think a lot of young players just kind of want to just survive. But the fact that we have Ibrahimovic at our club, and he's actually decent, really good, and we still haven't seen him come off the bench. Nagelsmann, bro, if he loses, Ibrahimovic, and he turns out to be a really good youngster for other teams, I'd be annoyed. I'd be irritated. I'd hate that. But there's some youngsters, the youth league isn't the same thing as the Bundesliga. You got to understand. But people call the Bundesliga Farmers League. There's a reason it's considered the top 5 leagues, because it is. Look at the Bundesliga teams in the Champions League and what they can do to teams when they have, a fair chance. So I'm telling you, the Bundesliga is a tough league. Every game is tough. Notice how teams like Freiburg, are on top at this point in the season. Look what they're doing in Europe to other teams in the top 5 league, to Nantes. They beat them 3-0. So the Bundesliga isn't some, scrub league. So if you're a 16-year-old youngster, please exercise more patience, because you could come in and make yourself look like an idiot and never get the chance again. So, but I do understand why Arjan would want to try. I mean, look, people were saying Oliver Batista Mai can be our Neymar. He can be the next Ribery. And I always told people, dude, he's a kid. What do you think is going to happen here? Yes, he scored some goals in our youth, but it ain't the same thing. Every freaking youth player at Bayern is ultra talented. I hope people understand that. Bayern don't, sign kids that don't have the potential to do something. It's just, will they meet that potential? And really, we're hoping that someone like Ibrahimovic or Paul Vanner can build their way through the youth and become meaningful players for us. We have had a lot of players leave us at 19 and go play for, different teams and just never really come up again in football, because their career trajectory just didn't go where they thought, Look at Vidovic. We all thought Vidovic would be ripping the Eredivisie by now, and the kid still has no assist. I'm not saying Vidovic is, bad, but I'm saying expectations versus reality, very two different things. But I obviously want Vidovic to start chipping in with some assists, man. He's getting good minutes, of course, at the Eredivisie. He's starting some good games. I think he started 4 games out of 5. That's a lot of starts. So come on, Vidovic, man. I'm telling you, you have to lower your expectations with these young players, man. Lower them. And then when they do something great, just praise it. Be like, yeah, when Paul Vanner, came in and looked composed on the ball, I was celebrating that. He didn't have to score or assist for me to celebrate that, because I know he's young. I know this is his first start. I don't want to put pressure on him. So, yeah, I wouldn't. If I was Arjan, I'd probably, keep my patience. And then when you're 17 and you still haven't trained with the first team, then you start getting annoyed. Kane or Vlahovic? Kane's 10 times the player Vlahovic is. I like Vlahovic, but he's very old school in the way he plays striker. So play FIFA and get SAR. I was thinking of streaming FIFA, but I got things to do. I'm sorry, but I don't understand why all the hate on Qatar. Well, I can understand it, but I'm also a person that is realistic. You can't call out Qatar and then not call out other countries. For worse, actually, we invested a lot of money in Terra. I don't know what that means. Make stock vids where I just lose money on the stock market, man. Let me see my stocks. The market just closed. Oh, shoot. Okay, we're up 9 cents. I have 500 shares and I'm up 9 cents per share. So that's great. What about this stock? Oh, crap, man. It went down. Thought it was going to go up. It's going to go up. I trust it. Oh, my gosh, bro. The stock is at 930. Bro, I'm getting cooked. I'm getting cooked in this market. This ain't fair. We lose money together. Yes. Which current Bundesliga striker do you think would fit in at Bayern if they look for a striker in January or summer? Anybody you like? It's a really good question, Ballum. It's a really good question. So, well, Becker's, I think he's okay. I wouldn't sign him, but he's Becker from Union Berlin. He's always up there. Wow, this is a really tough question because I have to think every striker. Kramaric. Yeah, he would be, Kramaric. Wait, crap. Unless he left Hoffenheim. I swear he never left. Kramaric. Oh, yeah, he's still at Hoffenheim. 3 goals, 2 assists. So, having a decent, okay season. I mean, for him, 3 goals it ain't that much. Oh, my gosh. Hoffenheim smacking up Schalke. I didn't even know they were playing. So, yeah, Kramaric is up there. I'd say Schick. Oh, shoot. Oh, Patrick Schick's number 1. I don't care if he's having an off time. Patrick Schick is the most technical striker in this league right now. 6'3", Prague. He's from Czechia. Wait, Czechia is the country that team we played was from. Oh, nice. So my boy Schick is from the same country. He's from Czech. Nice. So, yes, I would buy Patrick Schick. I don't care if he has 2 goals so far. I predicted he would be top scorer. No, I said Gnabry would be top scorer in the Bundesliga. God, I took some L's. Oh, my gosh. What was I thinking? But, I think it'll pick back up. Witz is going to come back. Florian Wirtz will be back. Well, let me see this. Bayern do want to bring Wirtz to our team. Bayern 1 step away from taking the German Pearl. Wow. Okay. Oh, he returned to training, baby! Oh, yeah, Florian Wirtz returned to training with the ball. W's in the chat for Florian Wirtz, man. He's back. Well, not back playing, of course, but Xabi Alonso, coach my youngster to be the best in the world. He hasn't appeared on the bench yet, but Florian Wirtz will be back. Frankfurt versus Leverkusen tomorrow. They'll get smoked by Leverkusen, but Florian Wirtz is back, man. I wonder if he'll play the same. But I think modern sports medicine has proven that, injury don't really destroy players like that anymore. Okay, so Patrick Schick would be up there. Kolo Muani's proving that he's good. Marcus Thuram is someone Bayern is looking at because he's a free agent next year, but I actually really don't. I don't think Thuram's that good. I think he's good as a striker that plays out wide, but he's not a striker like that. His movement is very much of he's a power winger, man. He's just tall, fast, and he has, okay technical quality. But Thuram isn't high quality like that. So, especially when it comes to hold-up play. So, yeah, there's got some good strikers in the Bundesliga. Jay, sir, what's up? What's up, man? Yeah, look, if we could get Schick, my life would be so happy. I mean, you are not playing for Leeds Academy, right? You need to have a little patience. Exactly. So Georgie's correct. Dang. Took my name, man, and you made it cooler. Damn it. Gorgie. It's probably how you say it. Man. Yeah, I mean, when you're playing for Bayern Munich and you're a young kid, essentially. Calm down, man. Calm down. You're not. Oh, did y'all see KSI? My boy, man. My man ain't a simp. My goat isn't the simp. Thank God he didn't kiss that whore. Oh, yes, JJ. Oh, he's the chosen one, baby. It's the Lion King, KSI, man. So happy he didn't kiss that freaking man. Why is he even giving a freaking adult film star? Let's just call it what it is. Why is he giving her a chance to? Because she's probably just there to promote her OnlyFans to these, dorks that will sign up to an OnlyFans. Gosh, JJ, man, but W man's for not, trying to kiss that chick. That was such a W. Man, I love KSI. At least I was watching the press conference. I missed it, so I went back and I was like, "Oh, the two chicks." And then he was like, "If I had a boyfriend, would I do this?" And then JJ was like, "Hell no!" That was so good. That was so good. I feel like Tell is going to end up being a winger. I hope not. I think he's a better striker than he is a winger. He's not getting an opportunity. But by the way, Daniel, I saw your comment. You said I had no riz. And you know when something is just a lie? If you're my friend and you know me in real life, you'd be like, damn, dude, that was just disrespectful. Now I feel like I should record a video. Here's what I'll do. Guys, I'll let you think about this. Yes or no? I'll get one of my baddies to do a quiz on Bayern Munich. What do you guys think? I'll get one of my baddies to do a quiz on Bayern Munich. Yeah. Let me do that. Look, so what I'm actually, I won't even get a girl that I know already. I will do this. I will make one. Yes, I will find a new woman, right? A new woman. Oh, by the way, here. You said I had no raise. Said I had no raise. I spent money on these pants yesterday from Lululemon. These aren't dress pants. They look really professional though. $120 something. Because the chick that was like helping me out was cute. And I ended up, risen. I had to spend money just so I could actually. Well, I went in to buy the pants, but I stayed there. Man, I'm so good. Here's a strategy. If you're at a store and she's attractive, don't let an ugly girl help you out. Nah. If you get in and some ugly chick is like, "Can I help you?" Be like, "Not yet." And then look, and then you see the cute worker. This is what you do. Genius. You go around here and be like, "Hey, can you help me for a second?" And she'll be like, "Yeah." Just get rid of the ugly chick, because the ugly chicks are always like trying to help you out, because the attractive girl's supposed to draw the customers in. So be smart, gentlemen. Don't let the ugly chick help you out in a store. Just find the attractive one and go, "Hey, can you help me out?" And she'll be like, "Yeah," because attractive women are usually nicer than the ugly ones, because the ugly ones don't. Anyways, that's it. And then here's what you do. Even if things fit you, ask for a different color. And then while you're wearing different things, and she's bringing different things, keep her working, right? And then banter, make jokes, and then she's laughing, she's blushing, and then you got to escalate, apply pressure, more press than Naugesman's system, and then just say, do some flirtatiousness, man. Even if she has a boyfriend. This one had a boyfriend. I got her Instagram, and I got home, and this is how I knew. I was thinking with my pee and not with my mind, because I was like, "Damn, she's a 4." And no, she was like a 6. I was like, "Nah, I can't be trying to break a 6 with her boyfriend." She gave me her Instagram, because look, when you have game, they'll give you anything. So, yeah, guys, here's what I'm going to do. Yes or no? Bring one of my baddies to do a Bayern quiz. Yes or no in the chat. She'll have to be attractive. I can't bring an ugly chick on my channel. Well, that would be disrespectful to everyone. Barcelona is Bayern's dad, says Bend Over. Imagine having someone whose name is Benjamin Dover, and it's like Bend Over. So that'd be really interesting. Should I do that, guys? No one's answering. Oh my gosh. I have been. Okay, fine. Don has said it. Don David has said it. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Mia and peace. But look at me asking the question, looking like a dummy. No one's answering the question. Damn. No one loves me, man. No one loves me. Maybe on the YouTube chat. It just counts as spam.